Hey, good afternoon, everybody. Just throwing a video out, to wanted to talk about a few things and add some more stuff on my video that I had this morning about kids and how I was raised and things of that nature. Um, when we were raised, back in the 70s, 80s, 90s, the world was totally different than what it is now. So, with that said, the world only changed because of certain things. The belief and the way you should treat your family, especially your kids, it shouldn't have never changed. I don't understand this nowadays, where kids are getting away with murder. I don't get that. But anyway, what I'm thinking is this. When I raised my kids, it was tough. It was. Just like anybody else, I wasn't there all the time because I had to work. I had to sacrifice my time at home to be gone so they had a place to live or food in their stomach, roof over their head. So the way I wasn't able to be there, I'm hoping that changes for the next generation to where they can be there. My oldest daughter told me they're starting to go into church now, which surprised me a little bit, but I'm glad they are. You know what I mean? I think my oldest granddaughter is 3 now. Don't quote me on that, because I can't remember birth dates or ages. But when I was a kid, I was a wild kid. Okay, I wasn't a well. I was about as much a troublemaker as a troublemaker could be, I guess. I mean, I didn't do anything. Yeah, I did actually. Yeah. I mean, I grew up poor. I grew up with nothing. Especially after my mom and dad split up back in 87. And my mom was from Illinois, so she decided, hey, let's move to Iowa. So technically Iowa was pretty much home, really. But growing up wasn't easy. It was tough. If we wanted something, we'd go out and get it. And I'm not talking pay for it. You walk into, this is back before they had scanners and all that shit, You walk into Kmart, pick up a pair of shoes, put them on your feet, and walk out the door. That's how you got new shoes to go to school. Or how you got new clothes to go to school, So it wasn't easy for me to grow up. I'm not going to get into all the details of what happened while I was growing up. That's between me and God. But I never did anything serious than that. You know what I mean? More serious than that. So for my grandkids, I'm hoping they don't have to do that. I mean, there's nothing I can do right now to help them anyway if they needed help, but they know Grandpa would, or at least their parents know Grandpa would, you know. When my kids was growing up, like I said, you know, like you guys know, I got 2 daughters. When they were growing up, I worked my ass off as much as I could. Which I've been working since I was 15 anyway, so. Or younger. Yeah, a lot younger. But I didn't graduate high school because I couldn't I couldn't pay attention enough to graduate high school. I couldn't concentrate good enough to graduate high school. It's like now, you know, if I have to take a test, it takes me at least 3-4 times to pass it because I can't concentrate on it. When I got my CDL, it took me 4 times to pass the written test for that. The drive test, I passed the first time. Yeah, I can drive anything that has a steering wheel. Now, back to my kids. Yeah, they had it a little rough, but my kids never went hungry. I always made sure they had food in their stomach, you know. Roof over their head. Anything they needed, I got for them. At least tried to, anyway. Not what they wanted, but what they needed. Now, with the kids nowadays, it's not what they need now, it's what they want, and that's the sad thing. People are fighting to give them what they want instead of what they need. I think we need to go back to what they need and teach them things that they're gonna need when they grow up. I mean, when my stepson went to college, he told me that, or ex-stepson, I apologize. When he went to college, he told me that he would sit in one of his classes and what was teaching him was YouTube. The teacher would be sitting in the classroom, yeah, either looking at a freaking newspaper or whatever, you know, and then put something on the screen in front of them on YouTube to teach them whatever. That's not what you pay for when you go to college, you know. So that aggravated the hell out of me. But what are you gonna do, you know? Instead of stop paying for that college, right? Now for the next generation, this is what I hope, you know, because if we don't nip it in the bud now, things are gonna get nuts. Which is already that way now, but it's gonna get worse. You think about it right now, you got senior citizens that can't even afford to buy food because their Social Security won't cover it, right? What's gonna happen when your grandkids get up to that spot? And some of you probably already have that, but starting out, like I'm starting out with grandkids, you know, as a new grandparent, then I hope my daughter teaches them, or daughters teach their kids that a need is more than a want, you know. Yeah, you can have what you want, but your needs come first, you know. I think if we get back to that and learning real history and teaching our kids and grandkids how to garden or whatever, you know, how to get their own food, or how to let's see, make your own electric or whatever, you know, so you're not dependent on the government, because the government ain't with a shit anyway. But teach them the fundamentals of life. Teach them the right way of doing things, you know. Teach them to respect their elders. Not like these idiots now where they don't even respect their elders anymore. I don't get that. You know, if you know anybody that's in their up in age, say 70s, 80s, sit down and talk to them. You'll be intrigued of the things that they can tell you of what happened when they were kids, you know. Document it. Somehow just document it. I don't have that luxury. Both my parents are gone. But if you have that choice, do it. Spend more time with them as you can, so you'll learn more of your past than you think. I know this video is all over the place, and I apologize, but that's just the way shit comes out of my mouth, you know. It just blobs out. You gotta notice some of my words I kind of have a hard time saying, or I'll pause sometimes because I have a hard time trying to figure out what I want to say or how I want to put it, and that's just the way it's been for me for a while now. But if you want your kids to succeed in being parents, then you have to teach them from your perspective of being a parent. And then take, if you had the chance, take what your parents taught you and put it in with your experience, and then train them the same way, you know. I'm not talking abuse and all that crap, but teach them the way that treating others is hold on a minute. If you treat others with respect, they'll respect you back. If they don't, then you don't need to be around them. If they're negative, don't be around them. It's that simple, you know. I don't have a green thumb, and I never taught my kids how to garden or anything like that, because my dad never taught me that, or my mom never taught me that. Now, my grandma had a huge garden, and I'd go out there and pick, you know, string peas and strawberries or squash or whatever out of her garden for her, and we'll sit on the porch and snap peas, you know. But knowing how to do it myself, no. I mean, I don't know. I'm willing to learn, but I just don't know how to do it. So I couldn't teach my kids how to do it. And hopefully they can teach their kids how to do it without me having to teach them, you know what I mean? I know it's all winky-wonky there, but that's the way I see it, you know. That's how life's gonna be for your grandkids or your kids. If you show them how to take care of themselves and how to treat others, I think life would be a lot better for them. And teach them that money isn't anything to worship, you know. Find something that you're gonna enjoy doing and make money doing it, but enjoy doing it, you know. When I first started driving tractor trailer, 97, 96, no, 97, it's 97 or 98, I don't remember. But when I started driving tractor trailer, I loved it. I thought it was the best thing in the world because I can't sit still anyway. I like to move around, you know. Just sitting still here as long as I have for the last couple months is driving me nuts. It really is. But there's nothing I can do about it. I just got to go with the flow. But when I first started driving, I made probably 10 cents a mile, something like that. I don't remember exact. I know it wasn't very much. And now people now are making 50, 60, 80 cents a mile. And it's like, holy crap, you know. I would have been a king if I made that when I first started. You know what I mean? Shit. But, yeah. Enjoy it. Find something you enjoy and do it that way and figure out how to make money out of it. Don't sit there and go where the money is and then hate yourself for the rest of your life until you retire, because what's the point? What's the point in life if you have to suffer through it, right? So if you can teach your kids, and trust me, I'm not an educated man, you guys can tell, but if you can teach your kids the main reason of life and treat others as they want to be treated, I think their life would be a lot better. I really do. Yeah. Spend time with them. You know, teach them how to respect their elders instead of talking down to them. You know, I heard something years ago. I don't remember where I heard it, but you struggle in life like your parents, when they have kids, they struggle to keep you alive, to build you up and bring you up, right? So you can grow up and be successful. And then after a while, it kind of flips to where your kids has to take care of you for the rest of your life after you get to a certain point. You know, to me, that's called respect. Look what your parents sacrificed for you, your whole growing up period, right? Now show the respect when they get older to support them, help them, you know, be there for them. I know a lot of people are like, they don't work with everybody because everybody doesn't have a family to do that with. I understand, trust me. I don't either. But if you do, you know what I mean? Alright, let's talk about I want to go back and touch on van life real quick. I'm not gonna go hog wild on it, but you know, I'm just gonna say this to all you folks out there that are wanting to do this. There's some people that are doing this is doing it because they don't have a choice. Like me, I didn't have a choice. I had to come out here. I didn't have anywhere else to go, so that's why I'm in a van. Now, if you think it's cheap to be out here, well, you're wrong, okay? Depends on where you're at, too. If you're on the West Coast, there's all kinds of BLM property or whatever you can go and stay on for free. Here in the Midwest in Iowa, There's not. Look it up. Okay. On the northeast, what I understand, it's getting harder and harder to find spots. So it's not as easy as people think it is. Gas prices are out the roof. Well, not anymore. I think I paid, what did I say, $2.73, $2.74 for a gallon of fuel last week. So it's gone down, but still, they're, you know, if you're putting 30 bucks in your tank, how far is that going to get you? It depends on what you have. You know, if you have a car, that's going to get you a little further, right? That's what, it depends on where you're at, but, you know, average out to about 10 gallons of fuel for 30 bucks. Food's another thing. If you don't have money for food, you're fucked. You know, you just are. That's just the way it is. Everybody talks about getting a membership at like these fitness clubs and stuff. Well, you have to have money for that. So there's another bill right there that you're creating to be out here to pay for. So, and I don't know how much that is because I don't have one. I think it's between 15 and 15 to 30 bucks a month. I don't know, something like that. Which it's worth it, don't get me wrong. If you're traveling around and they got like Planet Fitness all over the place, and I'm not sponsoring them by any means, but you have a fitness place that you can go to exercise, get out of the van, get a shower, whatever, you know, that's a good thing. But it's still a bill. So you're paying that, you're paying gas, you don't really have to worry about electricity if you're using solar or batteries. Honestly, I think I turn my little lights on at night maybe every once in a while. Not very often. I don't turn them on. I don't have no need to turn them on, you know. When it's time for me to turn them on, it's time for me to go to bed. So I don't use them unless I absolutely have to. So that's gonna save me money right there on batteries, right? Or solar, whatever. I don't have solar. It'd be nice to have, but I don't. I charge my phone on my cigarette lighter, so that's the only power I have. You want to cook something, you're gonna have to buy a little stove, get a little butane stove or propane stove, whatever. I got one. I don't use it. But to me, it's easier just to go inside like the Walmart, pick up a sub sandwich or whatever and eat that, you know, or a peanut butter and jelly sandwich. You know what I mean? So it's a lot easier for me just to do that. Yeah, it's nice to have the stove, and it's nice to be able to have the option of cooking something or just making a sandwich. You know what I mean? And I eat a lot of tortillas too, so that's cheaper that way. But I just wanted to let you guys know, just because you're in a van, RV, whatever, it doesn't make a difference. It's not free. You're still gonna pay for stuff, right? So, did you come out in a van because you had to? You were forced to, like I was? Or because of these idiots on YouTube telling you it's a great idea? That's for you to find out. Okay? That's the only thing I'm going to say about that. The other thing, just, if you're on YouTube, like I am, I've been on YouTube since 2017, I think. But I stopped doing videos for a while, so there's a big gap there, right? But I've been doing videos since, I think, 2017. Just watch out for the fakers out there. That's going to sit there and tell you everything's glamorous and everything's great just to push you out there, and then you find out, this ain't for me, This isn't what I signed up for. Well, it's a little late after you're out there. You can always turn around and beep back home to mom and dad if you have one. Some of us don't have that luxury. So watch out for fakers on there. That's telling you that stuff, okay? I'm gonna do a video on appliance repair. It's just gonna be talking. I'm gonna give you guys some pointers before you guys call a high-priced technician to come over and work on your appliances. I used to have my own business doing that, and was pretty successful doing it for a while until, my dumb ass decides, hey, I gotta find something else to do, I'm bored. So that'll come out in the future. I don't know when. I'm still debating on that one, if I want to make one and piss people off or not. All you truck drivers out there that are new being truck drivers, be careful. There's some stupid people out there right now breaking into trucks, getting harder and harder to sit down and have a meal, a good one, because the prices are so expensive. Always stay long, go wide when you turn. Don't listen to fucking idiots. I think that's gonna do it for me for my afternoon video. Any questions, comments, whatever, leave it down in the comment section. If you guys want to like, subscribe, I'd appreciate it. But if you guys are enjoying the videos, let me know. This one's a little off-the-wall and over the place, so I'd still appreciate it. Anyway, you guys have a blessed day. I might see you this evening and throw out another video this evening. I don't know, maybe, probably, because it's not like I got anything better to do. So God bless you. Keep your faith. Always look up. God's always looking down. I love you guys.